Hey, so this is new. So if you guys do want coins and want the best players in the game for the cheapest coins on the market, make sure to go to u7buy.com and use the discount code Vizeh for 5% off your total order. If you don't use the discount code, then I will cry. So enjoy the video. Yo, what's up guys? Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to another video on my channel. Today, let's get into one of the best ways to make money in this game. Now, as you can tell, I'm on PS4. If you don't know me, I'm using Xbox. I've bought a PS4 and I've now got my own PS4 account, and this is a trade to glory per se account. I've had this account for like 2-3 days now, and I've already gone from 0 coins, literally 0 coins, to 215k now. Got Embarrassed to sell here and also a third pull, but this is my account which I've just used just to trade with, snipe with mainly, and just to make coins. And I've learned a lot about the market recently, so I want to try and share what I've learned with you guys and what I find works, and hopefully I can help you guys out, because on my Twitch live streams I've been making people coins a lot because I've been telling them what to do with different snipes, different filters, and so on. So smash a like button if you guys do enjoy, subscribe if you are new. We're so close to 200,000 subscribers. We're like 7k off now, so if you can subscribe, that'd be great. I'm really enjoying trading because it's just, there's something so soothing or like rewarding of like, just slowly grinding up, making coins, and then once I get to like 1 million coins on this account, I will likely go and probably just make a team after that, because I've not played a single game on PS4 yet. Now, in the background now, I'll be showing you guys basically my best snipes, so how I'll be making so much coins. So there's like left backs from Chinese League, and lots of players are made from that. Just left backs or right backs, so centre backs in the Chinese League is also good. That's silver. Also silver from BPL. There's also left backs, right mids, left. No, actually not left mids. Right wings, left wings in the Bundesliga that also sell. La Liga defenders also sell. Right back Serie A also sell. There's Brazilian left backs that also. Literally so many things sell right now. It's insane. So I'm basically going to be going through the best filters right now, which I've used. First things first, I'm going to get into one of my most popular ones, which is silver defenders from Chinese League. Now, keep in mind, guys, which I don't think people understand, is that the Xbox market, I've never realized how much of a difference there really is, but honestly, the Xbox market is like 4 times smaller than PS4. Therefore, if you're trying to snipe, ideally, in concept, it'd be 4 times slower to try and find snipes. So if you're on PS4, you're unlucky because you'd be making a lot more coins, or faster than what you would if you was an Xbox. Xbox is still good to like invest in things, but when it comes to sniping, it's a bit more boring because not as much shows up. So let's get into number 1. It's the silver defenders from the Chinese League. The reason why these are up is because of the objectives to do with the icon swap. So you need to like make a full 11 of a Chinese League team to then get an icon swap for scrap battles. This is why they're up. So right now, I think it's like 1.1 for centre backs, which they are. There you go. Right wing back, I'll take that one. 800 coins there, and also left wing back. Okay, I'll take you as well. Left wing back, I'll take you. So, and also you guys as well. I'll leave them out. With left wing backs and right wing backs, you can snipe like a 200 coin right wing back to right back card, and then you can make money. These two for right backs and left backs, I believe sell for like 1,900 for right backs and 2,000 for left backs. I'll show you guys right here. Hopefully they've not just like dropped down massively in last like few minutes. So right back should be 1.9k, and there you go, 1.9k. In fact, they can probably sell for 2k. Keep in mind, guys, people like see like, oh, there's players there, therefore they can't sell for this price, blah blah. No, if you see them and they're like in like the 40th minute, then the odds are they will sell. So 2.2k for 50 minutes, that one may sell if you're lucky, but like to make a guarantee, 2.1k is the price of the right back. So right back, I'm going to upgrade it now. So I've got my own list, my own spreadsheet. So I'm going to put a link down below in the description to my sniping filter spreadsheet. This is my own personal one. I try and update it as much as I can because I like doing it. But if you guys want to do what I'm doing as well with the same prices, now keep in mind all these are all on PS4 prices, so it'd be kind of similar for Xbox, but not the exact same. So keep that in mind. But as you saw me just right there, 800 coins on a right wing back, which I can turn into a right back for 200 coins extra, and that's 1,000 coins profit right there. Simple. This is how it really works. And left back, I bought a guy for 1k, and left backs also go for about 2.1k, maybe 2.2k, because those left backs will sell because they are needed for SBCs. They just are. So let's go get these. Look at all these position modifiers. 200 coins right there. 200 coins, which is actually quite cheap compared to what they usually are. Also get a right wing back to right back card. Is there 200 here as well? Oh, there is. Love. Oh, there's so many of them as well. There's so many of these, which is great because this is a very good way to make coins. Because sometimes you get an SBC which requires right backs, but people just put up the right wing backs for cheap, so they don't realize that how cheap they actually could be. Change them there for 200 coins extra, and then list them up from 800 coins to about 2.1k, and it will sell. And I'll show you guys each play that we do get here. I'll show you guys when they do sell, and I'll try and walk you through everything because I know that I can try and show it, and for me it makes sense because I've done it for quite a while, but to you guys it may not because it's kind of new to you guys. So let's walk along with me here, okay? So left back, so 2.1k. So then with, you know what, I may do 2.2k because he's somewhat decent paced. So because he's got some decent pace, he may go for a bit extra because he's a decent left back. So for this one, go for 650 by now, and then simply snipe for this, and let's see how fast it'll take, or how long it'll take to get our first actual snipe popping up. Now typically most guys you see centre back, so that'd be like 400 coins per, which is decent. For me, my absolute minimum like gap of like profit is 400 coins for everything, because it could give leeway just in case if coins do, you know, suddenly drop down. First sniper, centre back 350. Listen for 1.1k. That is about 600 coins profit right there, with tax as well. So there you go. He's also a rare and is somewhat a decent card actually. I just realised it. Good pace, good physical. It may actually be extra because the fact that he's a nice card. I'm just curious because I feel like that guy could go for a bit more extra because he's actually a good card. Career, how much is this guy? Not showing up. Not showing up. Oh my word. I have a snap this guy that goes like 3k. The first one, and he sells like 3,000 coins, 2.9. That's beautiful. That is the first one. That is amazing. List up for 2.9k, and he will likely sell because he's probably one of the best centre backs in the league for Chinese league. And then let's go back to 650. So that took us like what? How long? Like 10 seconds to get our first one that pops up because you are going through basically an entire league here. Odds are you'll see a lot more pop up than usual. And just because a player doesn't like sell instantly does not mean that, oh no, you mess it up. Sometimes it takes time. It takes like 10, 15, 20 minutes because you're basically going through a bunch of other cards as well. But because these are in demand because they need these players to complete the icon swaps, this filter and this method should still be useful for a long period of time. Another step back there, so it's 15, so this is only a minimum of 400 coins profit here. If you guys are curious about tats, I don't know, you know, what time to snipe it for. So on footed, if you go to top right here, EA tats calculators, let's say, you know, what there to 1.1k, that means from that snipe I'm making just shy of 400 coins, but odds are you get most for like your 300, 400 here and there. Best thing is though, because it's not a massive filter, but because of the fact that you are sniping so many of these in such a fast rate, it just builds up coins over time, and that's the main thing here. But don't worry, this is not the only one that I'm going to be going for this video. There's quite a few, so keep that in mind, guys. And by the way, if you do get kicked out and you see the screen, don't worry, you won't get banned or anything. It just is a thing that pops up every now and then. Centre back, which you snapped for 350, as already sold for 2.9k. Amazing scenes. Centre back here, 1.1k. These right backs will sell. Don't worry about that. Now, next up, another decent filter is silver from BPL. So right now, every single play right now is up. So let's have a look at 750, and you'll see a few players here. So right backs, left mids, strikers, left mids. That's all up right now. So there's different prices are worth different things. So I think right now the most expensive is Cam. So let's see how much Cams are right now. I think it's like a K.5 or something. Nope, more than that. 1.9, and about 1.9 will sell for cams because of SBCs. Now this one is because of a recent SBC for the screen promotion. Now guys, keep in mind, always have a look at what is needed in SBCs. But if you want to sure about what is everything precisely worth, don't worry, just snipe at something like 450 and you're guaranteed to make coins. Also make sure it's basic chem style so you avoid goalkeepers, because goalkeepers are cheap. And let's see how long it takes, because it's the entirety of the BPL servers. It should be showing players up at quite a fast rate ideally. So now, of course, there's a few ways you can snipe. You can just like hold left and boom, 450. That's a center mid. Center mids typically are worth a decent amount. Let me have a look here. So 450 for that center mid. Let's see how much they typically are right now. So if you're not too sure, don't worry. You can go check yourself about how much they are worth. So 950, 700, more than that. Then a K and a half, 1k for these guys. I mean, they'll sell differently. 1.1k. 12 minutes. So I say 1k for center mid, so that is like 600 coins right there. So who sold it? The left back and the other center back sold. So left wing back bought it for a K, changed into a left back with 200 coins, so I made a K profit there, or just shy of that. There we go. 200 coins. Got that centre back there for 200 coins. Chelsea centre back. That's very nice. That centre backs, I don't think sell for that much. Someone else sold. Who sold? Wait, what? Okay, purple sold. Okay, I'll get into that later on. Don't worry about that. But centre back, I see these guys. It'll probably be like 1,000 coins where she goes for. Because I think normal centre backs sell for less than that, 950, which they do. But because it's Chelsea, I think Chelsea maybe did for SBC for market matchups in UCL. So I'm gonna list them at 4K, and again, that's like 700 profit, 750 around there. And always just keep in mind about who you buy and who you sell, because sometimes your players' prices can go up, or specific players can be higher price because of X and Y. So always keep in mind about who you actually are having. But this is the silver PPL method, and let's get into the real daddy of this video, the reason why I'm making this video, and that is chem style trading. Let's go into some certain players. Now this is when you go for a player which is usually a very popular player, like a Ben Yedder, like a Militao, a player that you see very often in weekend league or rivals, a very meta player, right? So for a normal Ben Yedder, he's worth about 18,500 coins, maybe 18,750. So you can typically try and snipe Ben Yedders for, let's say, like 17k and make profit like that. You can happily do that. There's no issue with that at all. But this is the Hunter chem style trading. So basically, how this works is that, so let's say someone has got a Ben Yedder on a team, especially during weekend league or after weekend league, they want to sell the teams or sell the teams. They could have a Hunter on him and see how much he's worth, and see he's worth like 19k, and list him up for that, and don't even think about the fact that he's actually worth like 4 or 5k extra because of the chem style. Let's see how much a normal Hunter Ben Yedder's worth. Though 22,500 coins, you could probably sell for maybe an extra 250 if you really want to, try and drag it out. But 2250 is, but 22,500 is typically the price that he will be selling for. So because he's worth like 19k, people may see the fact that he's worth that and list him up for that price. Now this only really truly works, and I found to work better when they're worth around like 10k, or let's say 5k to like 25k. Any higher than that, then the tax can limit the profits you make more. So let's say if I sell him for 22,500, then that means that I will get a whopping 21,375 coins back. Therefore, you ideally want to be trying to snipe these for, let's say, about 22,250, so that you make a K profit each time. So let's see if I snipe for this. Let's just see here if you do find some hunters here for what people may think is normal price. And by the way, I hope this all makes sense. So let's say cards like a Militao, so that'd be a Shadow, of course. Play like very meta players like a Saint Maximum and Babu's, Rizilon, Zaha's, Jamie Vardy's, just popular players that you see. Ideally around the 5k to like 25k mark, because EA tax gets in the way sometimes. 19k for Hunter, there you go, 19,000 coins for Hunter there. Annual sale for 22,500 from 19k, that means from this snipe alone, that's 2.3 thousand coins profit there. And he will sell, I think, because, well, Ben Yedder is a very popular card, a very usable card. So that is a good amount of profit right there. And you can keep going, that did not take long at all. So right there, 2.3k profit. Here we go, 16.5k, Jesus, and that's a CDM. I don't even know how much this guy could even be worth. So that is 5k, plus also the position changes. That could be like a 25k sell right there. I could have made, that could literally be about like 8,000 coin profit. 20k there. I missed on that one as well. That, oh my god, that is insane. A CDM Hunter Ben Yedder for 16k when he sells just as a normal Hunter for 22,000 coins. 18k, got that one at least. Which that means that is 18k, I get 21k back. That is about just shy of 3,000 coins profit right there, which is great. So let's go for that amount. And he will sell because he's a very popular card and people want to use him. Now, of course, with these kind of filters or this kind of trading, they will not sell instantly, usually, unless you undercut them too much. Your plan is to try and make the absolute maximum profit as possible. So with that, you want to give people time. So let's say there is like 2 or 3 cards below you, which is cheaper than you. Those will get bought, and sometimes you may get unlucky, and there may be more put up in market than what is being sold. 90k right there. That's another 2k profit right there. Has one sold already, and one has sold. Proof right there that these do sell for the inflated prices. So, and I've still got 2 more as well. So each one here, I've made about 2.5k profit around there, basically each, which is great. Just a proof of that these do sell. Let's go on to another one. So Militao, very popular one because he's in a lot of teams. So this one is of course a shadow, and let's see how much a normal Militao is worth. So things like 14k, 13k. He's gone down to about 13k now. That means that people may see that he's worth 13k or whatever, and they may already have a shadow on him, and they may list him up for that price, thinking that that is his price, without realizing that he's worth a lot more because he has a shadow. I've done that several times. I've not even realized that I put a shadow on him, and that in fact increases the price to, 30k there you saw. And look at this, the next shadow Militao goes up to 19.5k. This is insane. So let's say I want to sell them for like, I want to say like 19k. Just undercut it a bit. So that means that if I snap at 16k, that's 2k profit right there. And if there's 13k, there's a lot of profit to be made here just in case. So let's see. Let's see if we see many shadows listed up for a lot cheaper than what they actually are worth. There we go. 16k. Okay, I messed up that one completely, but 16k. I wasn't ready for that one at all, sadly. But 16k there for a shadow. 11k. That's 5,000 coins profit right there. I don't know why, but that only showed about 59 seconds, I think. That's so annoying. 11,000 coins for a Shadow Militao when he sells for 18,000 coins. What? Why it's so perfect? Because people just... Why is that at 13? Why is it again at 59 seconds? Wow, this is actually some good profit here, which I could be getting, and I can't seem to get them on the hour. Now, if you're struggling to try and snipe them, then you can potentially go and just bid on them. So let's say, you can bid on these like 15k here and every now and then. So all the Chinese guys sold, all the PPO guys sold. So Jimmy Vardy goes like 8,000 coins right now, about 7.9k. So basically, let's see how much he is for a Hunter. So Hunter is gonna be like 10,750 for a Hunter on a Jimmy Vardy. That means that if you do want to try and snipe him, I say about 9.5k. 8k, there you go, Jimmy Vardy for 8k. That means that from that snipe alone, if I list up for 10,750, that is 2.2k profit right there. There you go. So list up for that. There we go. 7k. Oh, that's like 3k profit missed out there as well. Another good player is Saint Maximum. He's worth like 6.1k normally for his normal car, 6.2k around there. So let's see how much he is with a Hunter. And with a Hunter, he goes up to like 9k or something. Maybe 9.5k. Maybe even 10k. What? Hunter with a Saint Maximum is 10.5k. So that means you got quite a large gap to try and make good profit here. So this is simply a video about the best ways to make coins, and Hunter and Shadow Chem style trading is the best way because people list them up for prices that they think they are worth because of what they actually are worth without a chem style, but with a chem style it adds it up and people forget that. Who else has sold here? And it is another Ben Yedder, so the ones that I stacked there as listed back up, so that's fantastic. So we've got one more to go up, also Vardy and also Mbabu, which I can list up. So I bought this Mbabu right with a shadow for 3.7k, and you can see by yourself there how much profit I can make there